Hello everyone, my name is Mowmaster. Welcome back to All the Mods 10. We're on late enough that no one's on. But it's really not that late tonight. It's only like 10 o'clock-ish on a Sunday. So maybe that's late for some folks, I don't know. But no one's online at the moment. Yeah, so I had mentioned maybe doing some live streaming this weekend. That did not happen. I thought maybe uploading that massive video that I took the other day would happen as well. And that didn't happen either. So, in fact, I actually ended up losing all the footage because it got corrupted. So sadly, that's not going out either. But we are back, and yeah, I thought we would take down the storage today, just because I've been living kind of in our basement for the most part, and I haven't really been up here all that much. So I thought, why not? Why not put all the storage downstairs instead? So that's kind of what I'm doing right now. I'm just kind of moving everything downstairs, because we can, really. One more. I'm gonna start. I have enough to do. What the heck? An artifact I have on is making me break things really quick, and borderline getting annoyed by it. But it's fine, I suppose. Missing two of these things, I think. Yeah, they are. But yeah, the storage needs to be moved. I honestly have been living pretty much down that basement this whole time. Not really coming up, and so like when I do need the storage, I have to come up for it. It's just kind of been kind of tedious, honestly. So that's why I'm thinking we move everything upstairs. Cause yeah, it's getting a little annoying to have to come up here every time. I have redone the farm a bit. As you can see, we're growing beets and beet seeds. The reason is to make our fertilizer or fermentation starter. There we go, for our setup. We're using sugar, which 2 beets make sugar, and seeds, which I'm using beetroot seeds. So beetroot basically covers both the sugar need and the seeds need, which has actually been pretty nice. So yeah, that's why we're using that right now. Oh, oop, I did not really mean for that to happen, but it is what it is. And the last 2 bits of the storage I want to throw here. What? Oh, right, the bookshelf. Actually, you know what? I wonder if I could put the bookshelf back here. Oh, it saves its orientation. That's kind of sad. Oh, that's not the. Shit. Shit. A stick. That's not what I wanted to have happen at the moment. You may remember, or maybe you don't remember, but in one of the previous episodes, I complained about there not being a chiseled variety of bookshelves for things. And Fireball on the server, the old ice or old no, the old AC2 dev. There we go. AC? No, AE. Blind Energistics, the old AE dev, or one of the old AE devs. I guess there's been a lot of devs to that project actually. There was Algo, then it was Fireball, then it was some other team. It's been a project with many devs at this point. But yeah, so Fireball, one of the older devs for the project, sent me over a chiseled bookshelf because they found it, and it is quite majestic. I love the fact that we at least can have different ones now, because that was kind of my main gripe, is no one's really implemented that technology that Minecraft added into the game yet. And I mean, really, this is just mods still haven't really made use of this feature to an extent. I mean, obviously, chiseled bookshelf as a frame block is a nice feature, nice added, nice thing to see that At least there's some hope in this world, but again, it's very similar to like Security Craft, where it's like they clearly just added it because you know it's still the same thing. Like it's not like they reinvented the wheel or anything, right? It's still the same. It's the same thing. It just you can retexture it with or recolor it really with different blocks, which is a nice benefit. But yeah, you know, it is what it is, right? I'll actually bring this wall back one. We'll need this AoE. The reason why I'm doing it on this wall here is I was thinking I could put my enchanting table here and then have all the books like here-ish. I have not looked to see what this looks like on the outside. I'm sure it looks fugly. But yeah, I thought we could put some... because I think these do... Oh, maybe not. Maybe these don't count for enchanting anymore. Oh yeah, this won't work because it's not connecting to anything. Oh, that's going to be fun finding the wand now. I did not put much thought into that. Nope. But I found it anyway, it's fine. Dominion 1. Okay, so how do I do this? Is it no. Is it this, that, this, that? What's the off chance that I could right-click the lectern, put this in my offhand, and place a bunch of these shelves, and they'll automatically connect? Not saying pedestals have that feature or anything, but you know. Okay, that's all the bookshelves I can connect. Cool. All right. Little bit of storage again. Always good. Always good. All right. So yeah, that's the storage move downstairs now. So we can now have some more surface area to do things with. The other bit was I wanted to kind of get some of these things. So these are the different salts. Packed ice gives really good strata. Charcoal and amethyst is really good for the mineral salts. And then any plant is really good for the crop salts. If I remember correctly, I think beet seeds might actually be a good solution overall. Having said that, though... Okay, it keeps getting filled. Calce. Yep, we have another one. Cool. I have another one of these. Cool. This is my temporary little setup that I've been working with, so we're going to put this here for now. And throw those... I cannot throw those in there. Okay. Oh, wait, really? Crop. Sapling, log, leaf. Oh, is that really it? Just crops, leaves, logs, and saplings? Okay. Okay, no, that's fine, that's fine, that's fine. Okay, so we'll have to set up a second farm for potatoes. And we'll have to do a potato farm. I don't have a hoe. Oh, that's why. Okay. I'm like, why am I not seeing Minecraft hoe in here? That explains it. What the hell? Tablet used for consumes on use. Hold left shift for info. Casts the harvest effect on nearby crops. Consumes source each time a set of crops are harvested. If an inventory is adjacent to the brazier, the items will be deposited in them before dropping on the ground. I didn't know this was a thing. Oh, that's a little expensive, but I mean, not terrible. That could be used for farming. Although it consumes source, which is not ideal in my opinion. What the fuck? Mystical agriculture can harvest itself now? I'm intrigued to say the least. It is a powered harvester though. It does require a few diamonds and selenium ingots, which I could probably make do with. Maybe. Maybe not. I don't know. Okay. Interesting, interesting. Don't really want to work with any familiars if I don't have to. What's this? Don't care too much. Harvesting drone. Harvester pylon. Honestly, the pylon might just be the cheapest way to do this. Considering it just takes hose. What? It has to be polished blackstone, huh? Yeah, no, the harvester pylon is so simple. Make a couple more hose. I think it actually might be bugged because the reason why I say it might be bugged is if I go upstairs, I look at this barrel here. It's still harvesting. But if I look at the harvester, I don't actually know if it's been using these other two hoes at all. I guess the easiest way to check would be put in a brand new hoe. Because this is broken technically, but it's silent gears. So is it really broken? I don't know. Yeah, very mysterious for sure. So I'm not sure. I'm not sure on that if that is broken or how that's working mysteriously. And quite honestly, I don't know if I care. So yeah. Yeah, so I'm gonna build another farm basically. Oh right, I killed all the chickens because we don't need chicken anymore. And I probably should move this. Oh really? Are you freaking kidding me? That kind of annoys me. Okay. I do need a bit of dirt, it seems. And I do know there is like an index block or index item I can make for this. We might have to look into that actually, because that would be nice to be able to access that from anywhere instead of always running back to it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Level 9x9 farm. all the wormies. Is what it is. Nice. Good amount of worms. Put that hoe in there. Maybe we need an inventory above the pylon. We'll grab one of these for now. That should do just fine. I think that'll be fine. Fair bit of worms, and now potatoes. Cool, pylon's working. Because it gentle harvests, we don't have to worry about any mixing of the crop fields like you would for villagers. And that's all the potatoes we have right now, so that's not too bad. I'm gonna let that harvest still, and yeah, we'll come back. But yeah, I'm very curious if this this hoe will ever get damaged, because that one is it's a very easy bug, honestly. The harvester sees it, but the other mod doesn't allow it to be completely broken. A very interesting bug indeed. Oh yeah, I need to get that jar back down. Source jar here. I feel like that's a lot fuller than it was earlier. And then this. That bothers me. Don't know why. And oh yeah. Speaking of index, let's look at the index here. Warp index, stabilize index. Oh. Oh, I have to make more of these when I shoot. I mean, that's not the worst thing in the world. I could do... Okay, hold on. Let's go upstairs real quick. Grab some crystals. My backpack. Holy! Wait, no, I need another ender pearl. I'm making the tier 3 armor, as you can see, and I need one more ender pearl for that. Okay, so the scrying crystal. Need 2 of those, basically. 4 ender pearls and 4 blaze powder. I have 4 and 4. That covers that. That covers that. This covers this. And okay. Actually, let's add this to my list of things to do. AWAK. And I need more book and quill. I can make ink sacks later. I thought maybe I'd have more book and quills, but I do not. Oh, there's this one. Yeah, I don't want to. Okay. Put this one away. I'll have those 3 out. So we can get some more bookworms going. Alright, so we will grab that. Toss, toss, toss. Perfect. We'll throw this down. 1, 2, 3, 4, and that. That's cool. The other farm is actually feeding this as well. I guess while I'm here, I'll do this as well. Yay, 12 mana regen. Bunch more mana. Same error. Netherite, ender chest, nether star. Oof, that's gonna be a little rough to make. I can technically dupe these, but I can't get one until I get one. So we'll have to wait on that. The hell? Bunch of nukes in the singularity. Jesus Christ. Okay, never mind. Warp index. I imagine I have to right-click this thing on a table. Shift left click right button to. There we go. Yay, storage. Okay. Cool. And I guess I can throw these bookworms down there. I don't think they're used for anything else, really. No, they're not. Other than the index, so that's fine. That gives me more storage capacity when I get to that point. I probably need to get some light over here as well. Hell, why not? What's this? Interesting. Okay. Ah, that's what I was thinking of. Pardon me. Wife messaged me. Asked me what I was up to. I really should turn on whatchamajigger mode. Hell, woman, I don't know when I'm done. Alright, storage is downstairs. We have a thing. I should probably unpack this storage. Oh, actually, no, I want this. Ooh, right. Where do I want to put some of our machines that we had? Here for now. That's the thing, is I can't move everything downstairs, machine-wise. Suppose I can move that. I'll bring that up now, Jesus. She's like, oh, you were gonna help me with the clothes today. Yeah, earlier, not now. Jeez, woman. Okay. Yeah, there we go. Okay, this is the generator block. Put that there, put the refrigerator here, and put this here. Take Mr. Cray's special wrench, and I love this. This is really fun. Honestly, might have to add this pedestal someday. Don't mark my words on that, please. Probably not going to happen, but it is a very cool visual effect. I guess theoretically I don't have to be here to do this. Oh no, I put my pie in the storage. Oh, there's something I want to do with the storage. I don't want to use a crazy amount of these bookworms to do storage with. I really want to keep my storage pretty much like this much storage, but I might use like upgraded drawers or chests or something, basically. Which is why... What was I doing with this? I don't remember. Don't need that anymore. Don't need that. Might actually be done with this for now. And done with that for sure. Cool. Okay, so that's my storage. Need my pies back. Alrighty then. Yeah, just did a little bit of cleanup today, I suppose. What I've been doing off camera mainly is we've been letting basically the system run and populate. We have 1.2k worth of the, which actually is mean we've maxed out on our mercury finally, which is good. So we've made such an excess of mercury that we're backed up. I've also pretty much backed up on the niters as well for this process, which is good. Oh yeah, the other thing I wanted to look at, the reason why it's all automated, I'm using a turtle with a program in it. Let's terminate this program. And it's set up for startup. Startup is it will run whenever this computer gets reset. So either a server resets or when I jump on and the server, like the area loads or whatever. So we're doing basically a set analog output front of 15, so a full strength signal for 60 seconds. Then we set it to 0 for 60 seconds, and we just have that on loop basically. So local varia of 0, I equals 0, while I is equal to 0, do this, so it just never ends. There's no end condition there, and yeah, it just flips every 60 seconds. It's a timer. Flips on, flips off, flips on, flips off, flips on, flips off. Yep. So yeah, very nice. And then to restart this, I just turn off the computer, turn on the computer, and away it goes. But yeah, this is what's doing everything. So when it's on, it's powering everything, which turns all these things into their make mode basically. So this is all. This is fermenting it into the niters, obviously. This is fermenting it into the commons. And this is going into the abundance. And then that's all going into the system, which is obviously very full, clearly. And yeah, so we've already built up a surplus of these. Like, we're not even able to stuff all those in there. And these guys are running, all the time because we have enough salt and enough mercury to have them run full time. So we are now finally to a point where we're actually building up a surplus of the crystal. Mercury is already at surplus, which is nice, and the salts are actually getting up to well, they'll be getting to a surplus as well. The salt here, we're surplusing at 176 already, which is pretty good. But it will get better with time. But I don't want that process to be a salt surplus process. I primarily want that to be a mercury process. We're always building up extra mercury. I mean, we have 4,000 extra mercury already, which should be plenty to run everything that I want to run. So, at least for the time being, if I need to increase, more of these and more of those, definitely is possible because this whole setup's pretty scalable. But yeah, I definitely want to get salts going. So I think I want to do that. Also, amethyst. I moved amethyst a while back, or not a while back, but right after that last episode. So amethyst is all right here. It's all running. We got 13 amethyst things running, all into chests, all into pipes, and they all congregate here. So we've already built up a surplus of amethyst in our system, which is where that node puts everything. So that node puts everything here. So we already got a fair bit of surplus there, which is good. The question is, do I have a bunch of copper? I do have a little bit of copper. That's good. I don't know why. I don't know why it doesn't pick up these drawers. Do I have any gold surplus? Not much. Okay. I don't use up all my gold quite yet. But I will put a upgrade in here, so we have extra storage of quartz that way. And I don't think I'm gonna upgrade this quite yet. I want it. Maybe I will actually. Maybe I will. That would be a good idea. Ooh, we have enough for this? We do not have enough for that. Wait, really? No extra copper. Suspicious. Very suspicious. So yeah, we'll upgrade this as well, just to give us extra room. So now we can store even more of that, because that's our main production is we want the mercury more than anything, really. So I'm gonna be making a bunch of that. I guess in theory what we could do is we could set up another one of these distillers and just get tons of mercury out of it that way. Because clearly, like, this is just not quite keeping up. But that should be more than fine, honestly. But yeah, considering this whole process is always backed up now, even though it doesn't show us any crystals, it's fine. We're powering everything just fine. So yeah, honestly, I could probably set up another distiller. Although theoretically I don't need to. Just trying to think salt-wise. I mean, salts are definitely not at max, so until they get to max... Actually, once they get to max, then I theoretically won't need to salt any of my crystal for... But we are using crystals for salt anyway. That's kind of the best idea. So... Where'd my written book go for that? Oh yeah, we're growing potatoes, right, for the salt, for the plant salt. Creature salt is just extra plant salt. So let me get a couple of these calcination ovens. Oh, that's why we don't have any calcination ovens right now. Hold on. Why you no work? Why was that not working until just now? Is it because I broke that at some point? I somehow broke it? Confusing. Anyways. Probably need some more copper. So we're going to make some copper. Oh yeah, at some point we do need to get a system set up so that we can actually... Ooh. Ooh. Thoughts. Thoughts have gone to mind. Part of me is like, do I make this on the underside and then start adding resources to it? So like all the different resources we get. Oh yeah, I got another word, netherite, the other day because um, where did those swords go? Anyways, I killed some dudes in the nether fortress and they dropped netherite tools. So, oh, I bet they're not actually called netherite tools. I bet they're just in here. But they're just in here. Yeah, here they are. The Soul Harvester, the Reaper's Scythe. These are dropped by special entities that have them equipped, basically, and they pretty much almost always drop them when you kill them, which is kind of nice. But yeah, I scavenged. No, salvaged. There we go. Salvaged them with the salvager to get netherite and diamonds out of it, which is kind of cool. So yeah, our first netherite came from salvage tools. Yeah, fun times. All right. Well, I think that is pretty much the episode for today. Obviously, we didn't get really to the salts. We mainly just moved stuff around. What even did? Oh yeah, we did. Oh yeah, we did the infusion stuff to make the index. And the potato farm. And the potato farm. Can't forget that. Yeah, I guess we did a little bit of stuff today. So not too bad. Not too bad. But yeah, I think I will say yeah, words. Why? No. Oh yeah. The other thing I want to mention. So Fireball brought to my attention the chiseled bookshelf. Thank you, Fireball. But also, Shy dropped by while I was playing earlier this weekend. When I was playing, and Shy dropped off some noisy friends, some sniffer eggs, some turtles, and some shy heads, and some pots. So I haven't actually opened this and set them out yet because I was hoping to get storage taken down so we could make like a fenced-in area for the boys, or for the sniffers. And yeah, so I definitely want to get a sniffer pen made here shortly. Now that storage is taken down, we can grass this all up again, and this will be kind of our farm and our animal farm pen type stuff up here. I think would be nice little sanctuary. So I do want to move some of this other stuff downstairs so we get the sanctuary rolling. Oh yeah, because I already have blue ice. Let's just do this. This compacting drawer should have all the blue ice I'll ever need, for right now at least. Oh, that's where the extra... Oh, that's where the extra thing came from. I was like, how? I was trying to figure out how I had so many extractors. I understand why. One of them was being used to make ice, and no longer used to make ice right now. EXTRA... No, not synced. This bad boy. Now we're missing some aluminum, so I'll have to make some aluminum. I have to make some iron for our pistons because I don't think I have. Oh, I do. I do have some iron. That's nice. But don't have any aluminum. Aluminium. Ooh, you know what we could do? We could just melt up some of this. Have an immediate extractor that way. No, we're getting sidetracked already at the end of the episode here. Alrighty. Well, yeah, we're coming to the episode. Kind of come to the end of the episode here. I just wanted to speak briefly on kind of what's been going on in my life, work related and whatnot. Still working on the job search side of things. I had a few people reach out to me that had started watching my series this weekend. That kind of reached out with like, hey, these are some opportunities potentially that you could apply for. And I've applied for the ones that I thought fit myself. I have not gotten any calls back from those. Again, over the weekend, so I didn't expect anything. But yeah, so Monday might bring some new opportunities. We'll see. But yeah, I've pretty much applied for everything in my area. Every management position I could think of or find, any position that would pay me hopefully more than 17 an hour. I did get one offer at 17 an hour, no benefits package, so it was one of those things where it's like, I don't see a future with this company. They didn't have a lot of growth opportunities, and so I kind of turned them down. But then I didn't realize that the companies that I applied for and I interviewed, I thought really well at, for whatever reason, I haven't gotten a call back from those companies, which really saddens me because I'm like, I was really excited for these companies. I thought there's a lot of growth potential with these companies. One company offered benefits, the other one did not. And yeah, I just felt like there's a ton of growth opportunity. And yeah, I just don't get that option because they didn't call me back. And they basically haven't called me back, won't call me back for whatever reason. I've called them a few times saying, hey, did you ever fill this position, blah, 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 blah. I actually got a response from the HR person for the one company that didn't have benefits. They said, yeah, this person, the manager's looking for 3 positions to fill, yet I thought I interviewed well enough for it, and they haven't applied. It's a fairly low-skilled job. It's like, I think the ideal candidate is they want someone who can use a forklift, but using a forklift and pallet jack is not rocket science or anything. I said I couldn't, but I'm easily learned on those things because I'm kind of a fairly technical person. I'm very good at PC stuff as well, so I thought I pick up things fairly well, and I've done hard labor work as well with my previous company before I became like a programmer manager. I've done really hard labor stuff, so I'm not afraid of hard labor at all. But I wonder if they were thinking I wanted more wage than they're willing to give me. Again, this was kind of a low skill kind of fabrication job. I don't weld or anything. It's non-skilled fabrication type work. And I wonder if I was asking too much. I said my expected wage was like somewhere in the ballpark of like $16 to $18. With experience, more money with experience, whatever. And I almost wonder if maybe I said too much somehow, which is pretty unfortunate just because I could really use the money. I really, really could. And they don't offer benefits. And my minimum amount of money that I can like survive on, with no benefits or anything is like $15 an hour. Anything on top of that is just like me trying to get benefits basically, right? And the government does offer like a benefits marketplace plan, but it is shite. There's basically no adult dental plans available. Or if there is, they're not dental plans that are covered. Like, the plans don't cover my dentist. And I've already switched dentists as well to a new dentist who's actually awesome. I had a lot of childhood trauma with dentists, and yeah, the new dentist basically helped alleviate a lot of that trauma. And I really don't want to give up on that right now, but I might have to. And my wife's been using this dentist for a long time as well because she, had a similar thing. But her family switched to this dentist years ago. But for whatever reason, this dentist is not covered by a lot of medical insurances. And she's already told me that she's not going to stop going to this dentist. So it's just like, all right, I guess I got to figure out something because yeah. And then a lot of these marketplace health insurance plans on the government's site, there's this special thing in the U.S. called HSA. This is like a health savings account. It's basically like a tax-deferred account for health medical expenses. And it's also a tax write-off. So if you contribute to it, you get a write-off that portion of money on your taxes, which is nice. Obviously, it reduces your taxes for that year by up to $8,300 for a couple. So, that's, for me, for someone who makes less than $50,000 a year, that's more than half of my taxes that I would typically pay to the government. So it's a nice little tax break, if you will. But yeah, there's a lot of rules and regulations for it, and the main one is if you have a high deductible tax plan. So if your deductible does not exceed, I think it's like 16,000 or something. Um, as long as it doesn't exceed that amount, but as long as it has to exceed, I think like 3,000 individual or 6,000 for family. And so it needs to exceed 6,000 basically, but it can't be more than 16,000 or something. And so I found a bunch of health plans that qualify for that, but their plans are not explicitly stated as HSA qualified plans because there's some other like minor thing outside of the first rule that makes it disqualified for an HSA, which is really unfortunate. Which means that basically if I wanted to, I can still write off health expenses as tax deductions, but you have to itemize your deductions. And itemization in the US is a pain in the rear. Unless you have like an accountant or something that can do that for you. But to do it for yourself, super painful. But yeah, so it's super unfortunate that a lot of those tax or those healthcare plans don't cover for it. And yeah, so that's kind of where I'm sitting. Is I don't have a lot of offers for places places I thought I interviewed at really well. No calls, even if I call them back and stuff. So it's really unfortunate. You know, other people that have given me references or not references, but other people that have given me like, oh, go here, they're hiring and stuff like that. Those people, thank you for those. But yeah, I haven't gotten any calls back from that yet. Again, I did over the weekend, so maybe we'll see some calls Monday. I don't know. We'll find out. But yeah, so far prospects are looking pretty bleak. I've already started looking to one option that is kind of a like an option, kind of an entrepreneurial type thing. In my area, I live in a small enough town where none of our businesses have business websites. And so that is an opportunity where I could say, hey, I'll build you a website, host the website, get a domain for your website, maintain that for you, make sure your website's updated and blah, 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 blah. I could do that for so much money a month. I'm looking at a lot of these places probably are fairly skeptical of websites in general just because these are a lot of old people running businesses in small towns, basically. So I don't know if they truly understand the value of someone that could make them a website and then use that website as because Google has AdSense, and you can. I haven't looked into it entirely. I really need to dig deeper into AdSense for Google to see how you can kind of make your own ads or get ads to show up on things, on Google things in your area. Because I think that would be really beneficial for a lot of these small businesses, is so that people would at least know they exist. Also, one of these small businesses, a bar, they actually had a party bus come to them, and usually there's special rules for party buses and stuff. And of course, this business doesn't have a website, so how are people in the party bus going to know how to contact this business to even find out if they allow party buses to come in and do things? So yeah, there's that aspect of it as well. And I know some of these businesses do use Facebook, but Facebook is not an internet website, right? Like Google wants to attach a website and typically like a Facebook group page. So that is the other hard part with this as well. And, with a website, you can easily integrate a lot of that stuff too. So I am definitely looking into maybe doing hosted websites for businesses in my area. In some of the small towns around my area as well, just because I know, within an hour's drive from me, there's probably 20 or 30 small businesses that maybe could benefit from this. The only problem is convincing them to make it worth their while. And that's going to be the hard part, right? Is convincing people that, hey, you need this product that I'm offering you for a monthly fee of some sort. I could potentially do like a yearly fee with if they need my tech support advice or something, then I would charge them by appointment basically, but and then they would have just like a yearly expense that way. That could potentially be an option. I'm thinking for a bare bones website, one single page, not a whole lot of support needed probably. Hosting it for a year, maybe $1,000 in total. I don't know if that would be I'm looking at hosting solutions and stuff already, so I have an idea in mind that a domain is depending on the domain that they want, right? It would depend on that. Some of the domains I've looked at are like potentially really cheap. We're looking at like 20, maybe $40 a year for a domain. Hosting would be maybe 20 or $30 a month. So um, 1,200 maybe would be a better. Well, maybe 1,500 a year, maybe 2,000 a year would probably be a better option. Because that would be $500 from me to pay for my experience and setup, and then also the other bit of money to pay for the actual services. But um, that's just an option that I've come up with. Obviously, 2,000 is pretty low for a yearly rate. Actually, probably really really low comparative to like you can make a website with Squarespace, and they offer you a lot of that stuff for free your first year, and at like 25 to $50 a month basically. So like obviously I'm kind of competing with Squarespace and like WordPress type stuff, but at the same time not really, because this is a person that they can come to and get tech support from, whereas those other companies, they would have to reach out and deal with their kind of whatever system. I haven't looked into Squarespace super much to see if it's a better idea than doing it myself. But yeah, it's definitely an option that I have available, because I am someone who has web development experience and could set up some of these things for folks that would help them with their businesses, get them kind of on the internet pathway, so to speak. But yeah, that's almost like my, I don't know if it's my last resort, but I don't really want to be in a position where I'm hosting websites if I don't have to. Just because that's a lot of work on my end to do it, especially long term, right? Um, and yeah, that's a lot of responsibility. If a website goes down, then you got to troubleshoot it and figure out what's wrong with the host, and then migrate if need be. And it just sounds like a pain in the ass. But yeah, I mean, there's things I can do, right? And there's things that could go wrong with that business type as well. So I don't know. Part of me is like, it would be easy because then I could do it myself. I could still work from home. I could still get paid. But at the same time, it's like I'd have to offer it at a price point that I can actually make money off of it as well, and enough money that I can actually support myself every year as well. So I'd have to make somehow probably 30,000 minimum from this sort of thing to make it worthwhile. And if I'm making 30,000 a year, then that's probably 60 different customers if I offered a low enough price point. Less if, they need tech support and maybe more advanced features and stuff. Maybe someone that needs multiple pages for whatever reason, or like to do like an online shopping or something. That's, that's definitely going to be more to set up, and thus more money to, have the customer pay for. But yeah, I don't know. It's one of those things where it's like, I'll really have to look into it, probably do some testing, probably invest a little bit on the front end to just kind of figure out if I can actually do it the way I want to do it. Definitely a lot more setup and thought with that one, but it is definitely an option, and it could still be an option on top of me getting just a standard job as well. It could be like a side hustle. I could make 500 or 1,000 a month off of it, and that would help supplement whatever other job I get that maybe is not as great. And it would even 1,000 a month would get me a little bit further. It'd get me probably 5 more months instead of 2 months, because that would help supplement the money I currently have and whatnot. So yeah, I don't know. I'm fairly stressed. My health insurance runs out at the end of this month, so and my wife is talking about going to another few appointments even. So yeah, I don't have any idea how we're gonna cover all this stuff. So might just have to tell her no at some point, I suppose. Which it's kind of hard to. I haven't had to tell her no on medical stuff for basically our entire relationship, and this might be the first. So, oh yeah, it's fun times. But anyways, yeah, that's kind of the end of the episode wrap up there. If you stayed this long, thank you. But if not, no worries. Yeah, we'll see you folks on Wednesday. I'm gonna hope to I'm saying this tentatively. I might try to stream at night. I don't know if I'll start streaming like on a Tuesday night, because Tuesday night is raid night for Destiny. I don't know if I'll try to stream Monday night, tonight. I don't know. I might try. I don't know if I'll get to it or not, because we are kind of busy on Monday with appointments and stuff going on. Paying bills and stuff as well. Got some bills we need to pay. So we're gonna go run into town, grab some groceries for the holiday, pay some bills, maybe pick up some things for the next holiday, and yeah. So I don't know. I don't know what the future holds. I just know that I don't have a job and no one wants me. So yeah. But hey, I do know that part of me, even though I signed a non-compete clause, I know that technically the FTC or FDIC says non-competes are bullshit. But technically in my state, as long as they're reasonable, they're enforceable, which is kind of scary. So theoretically, my past job could go and hit me up in my state and say, hey, you definitely cannot apply for anything within 6 months. Which, I mean, we're coming up to, what is this? September, October, November. So we're about 2 months in, about 2.5 months in to the 6 month, non-compete clause. So if I can hold out, if I can somehow get some funds to hold out for another 3 or 4 months, then a lot of these issues will probably go away because I can then work for a competitor. And the competitor in my area is really like every 4 jobs I look at is one, the fifth one is always a competitor job. So 4 other jobs, competitor, 4 other jobs, a competitor. So like there's so many competitor jobs in this area because one of the competitors is just trying to expand in our area, and the other competitor is just so shorthanded at this point, especially with Christmas season coming up. They're even more shorthanded than normal, but they've been shorthanded for like 2 years. And so I'm looking at that job going, I would love to have that job, any one of those jobs, but it's a competitor and I can't work for them. So if I would have known that how hard it was to get a job for, a non-competitor, back when I got let go, I probably would have just said, fuck you guys, and worked for a competitor because it would have been so much easier. It would have been less pay still. I wouldn't have got, all the nice pay from the separation that would have lasted me until this point, But at the same time, yeah, it would have been so much easier to get a job. So you live and you learn, right? But yeah. Anyway, thanks folks for stopping by, hanging out. We'll see you in Wednesday's episode, maybe in a stream. I don't know. Monday's not likely. Tuesday is more likely because Destiny. And then yeah, I don't know. I really need to try to get streaming. So we'll see you folks in another episode. Have a good day. Have a good night. Have a good afternoon. Bye.